Oh, how about this for a tough decision early on? Which direction they go here is going to say a lot about what this team wants to do. Boy, you talk about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. Boy, a tough choice here, but one that any organization would love to have. How do you go wrong with these three guys? Well, when you break down that pick, the talent's without question. But what's a little less obvious is how he's going to fit into this scheme. Instant impact right there. That's a big leap forward from what they had on the roster to begin with. These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your team, because if you pass on certain positions, there's no guarantee you're going to see him again. And that's a pick that'll solve a lot of problems out there. He'll fit in nicely. One 49er has already been taken. Might we see his teammate here join him? Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to him or go after someone who can help you up front? Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap. Which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. Kind of a tough one to analyze there. A good player? No doubt. The right fit? I'm not so sure on that one. Yeah, maybe not the pick that's going to change this team's fortune, but he is an improvement over what they had. A bit of a dilemma with this threesome. Which side of the ball do you turn your focus to here? Yeah, not too much analysis needed here. This is quite a get at this stage of the draft.
A new era begins today. I'm Larry Ridley, and this one in the books and all's well. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Draft Champions on EA Sports. The Panthers interplay with that first win under their belts, and they look good doing it too. Their opponents here will be the Houston Texans.
This game has officially begun. And he'll start his return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Panthers have it at the 24. White's got it. On a pass, a foot race to the end zone. The 20, the 10, gonna take it home for the touchdown. And with that touchdown, they've grabbed the lead here early in the first.
Boy, it's always nice to jump out to lead the football game. It just takes pressure off of you. And what it does, it puts the pressure on the other team. A good spot after scoring that touchdown.
The Texans come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. Now on the move. And incomplete. As we take a look at the offense, Eddie Lacy is a massive man. Very difficult to bring down with just one tackler.
I think every offense needs a running back just like Eddie Lacy to get those tough yards in between the tackles. He gets it done every single week.
Second down and 10. Gonna try and scramble now. Down the field. Almost intercepted that time. He is one of the quiet, dominant players on defense in the entire league. Earl Thomas III.
Man, he is the fastest safety in the NFL. He is smart. He can read quarterbacks. When you put it all together, that's why he's an all-pro.
Going to be dropped, and that's a 3 and out for the offense. The Texans will risk it here, going for it on fourth here in the first quarter. The Texans will set up. The 28 is the first down line. The Texans turn the ball over on down.
Really deflating that time for the offense. Fourth and goal. They score a touchdown to tie it up. No, they don't get it done.
The Panthers heading back onto the field on offense. They scored on their last drive, Phil, and they did it with a blistering aerial attack.
Quarterback is hot. He is getting protected. Oh, man, what do you do now? I think if you're an offensive coordinator, it doesn't matter what you call. You know your guys are going to make it work.
Players from both sides making an appeal, but the officials saw it on the defense. No margin for error from just outside the goal line. Runs it across for the touchdown. Everything going their way at the start. Another touchdown on the board. And this game really has just gotten started.
Yeah, the offense is on fire. And I'll tell you what, they got so much of them. They've gotten such an emotional lift. I wouldn't be surprised to see their defense go out there and play just as well.
Spillers running this one out. The Texans back out there on offense. Their last drive, they had 4th down on their own side of midfield. They decided to go for it instead of punting the football away. We both were wondering why.
Oh, man, some people just never learn. They keep going for it on 4th down when they're in their own territory, and it always backfires. And what do you expect? Well, I know what you can expect, another loss. You just got to be smart with your decision-making when you're managing a football game.
Second down after the incompletion. We'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Forsett with the reception.
Well, that's a good route that time by the receiver. They call that a post route, and they call it a post route because he is running towards the goal post. Nice throw and catch.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. And at the 49, he'll be brought down.
When you talk about counter runs, what we just saw that time, the defense thinks the play's going one way, then a pulling guard or tackle comes around and catches a defensive lineman off guard and makes a good block.
Spillers on the right side, split out wide. They're going to get him here for a sack.
Every defense is looking for somebody to hit the quarterback, and the best person to do it is the defensive end. What a good job that time by him.
The defense pushing the offense back with that sack, and the offense needs 13 yards now on 3rd down. Launches it down the field, and they can't connect.
The defense did a very good job there on 3rd and long. They got the incomplete pass, but it's the work they did on 1st and 2nd down. They made it tough on the offense, so 3rd long, everything goes to the advantage of the defense.
The Texans will risk it here, going for it on 4th down. The Panthers come out in a dime package. The Texans turn the ball over on downs. The Texans were putting together quite a drive, but they don't finish it off, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, it's disheartening. Anytime you do this, you have a good offensive series, then you don't convert in a most crucial situation. Depressing. Go to the sideline and try to correct it.
Jason McCourty has the tackle. 2nd down coming up.
The Panthers did a good job there on 1st down. That pass picks up some good solid yards. Now 2nd and short. Much easier to call those kind of plays.
Rob Gronkowski with the grab. It's often the difference maker in any game. That is how you perform inside the red zone, and we're getting an early taste of that.
No doubt about it, Jim. You got to be creative when you get in the red zone. We'll see what the offense calls.
Bernard off the left side. Second and goal to go. Force it across for the touchdown. Almost through a quarter, and this one is truly ugly.
Well, it's beautiful on one side. If you're winning the game, you're going, man, this is just exactly what we wanted and what we needed. But on the other side, just a terrible effort, and you got to be ashamed the way you're playing so far.
Spiller's going to test the coverage this time. The Texans take the field here. Their last possession ended with the very crazy decision of going for it on 4th down from their own territory. An unusual decision, to say the least.
I don't know if it's unusual. We see this all the time from this guy. So it's when you're going to learn. You know, I guess when you pile up enough losses, you'll finally say, hey, I want to win a game. I'm going to manage it differently. And in those situations, you should punt.
Okay, if you were playing the game right now, what would you have done with that last possession?
I absolutely would have punted it without question.
From the shotgun. A near interception on that occasion by Florence. We're early in this one, but already a crucial 3rd and long play coming up.
These are tough situations. What are you going to do on the offensive side? There's only so much you can do. If I was the defense, I would look for a screen.
Unable to complete that one, and that's a very quick 3 and out. The Texans not punting, going to go for it on 4th down. Delay of game there after the quarterback did not get the snap in time.
Quarterback has a lot of jobs on the field. One of them is always watching the play clock. Make sure he avoids delay of games. 5 yards in the NFL, and that's 5 yards you don't want to give up.
The coach is going to go for it. Lacy, a solo back set. Gets away from the pressure. Down the field. The Panthers offense came out punching. Will this defense ever counter-punch, Phil?
I think it's about time the defense tries something differently, Jim. Hey, look, this offense is good. They're playing well, but they're not great, and they're not unstoppable. So change what you're doing on the defensive side and turn this tide.